We're back here at the Engadget CES stage with Suki Dunham and Brian Dunham, the founders of OhMiBod. First question for you, Brian, is do you test all the anal toys yourself?
Yeah, I'm really super psyched that you included that part of the segment. Thank you, baby, for
the hard-hitting questions from Christopher Trout.
Yeah. You know, hard-hitting, yeah. Everything's a pun when you're talking about sex. So I think it's time to pop open a bottle of champagne and celebrate another great year for you guys here. This is your, what is it? You can go ahead.
Yeah, I'll carry it.
This is
seventh year.
7th year at CES, and you were presumably the first sex toy company to do this.
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
So what are you showing off at this year's show? It's like this is a pretty big deal for people that are in the know about sort of sex toy companies, and especially ones that have connected devices. Take it away.
So what we have this year, or one of the big announcements we made this year at CES, is that in March we are going to release an SDK, so a software developer kit for our Blue Motion line of products, which means that we're open sourcing our Bluetooth chipset so that developers can come up with new creative ways to take advantage of our products and create some great user experiences.
So open sourced vibrators and butt plugs and all sorts of great stuff.
You name it, and you'll be able to connect it.
So why is that a big deal? I mean, like, I know, you know, but like, why does it matter that you're open sourcing vibrators?
Well, at OhMiBod,
One second. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
Cheers.
Solo.
Cheers, queers.
Cheers.
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 So yeah, once again, why is it important?
Well, it's important for us because we know about making hardware, toys, but we wanted to give people that have creative minds the ability to really create an ecosystem around our products. We have 2 apps now that we created, that we worked on, and we think the user experience is very good, but there's all different possibilities, we believe. I mean, one of the ideas, we were just batting things around in the office, and one of the things we thought of is take a dating app.
Yep.
A
Grindr or Tinder.
Grindr, a la Tinder, and imagine that you are an OhMiBod enabled user on there, and so you can allow somebody, if you so choose, to perhaps interact with you intimately, control your vibe, whatever.
What are the things that people most want to see out of their sex toys?
Right?
They're internet connected or Bluetooth connected sex toys.
Right. So one of the things they want is real-time video in-app. That's kind of a more challenging thing to execute, if I'm right. I mean,
I think they, users, like for any tech product, they just want, super ease of use and great UI.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff is tricky. You have, the Android platform. There's, ton of operating systems and different versions of Android. So it's really difficult to develop for, for that complete entire platform if you're a smaller company.
Right.
And so, having developers that are proficient in developing apps and platforms for that, having a shot at this is, I think, would really increase the overall user experience for folks.
For millennials or people growing up with these technology devices, intimacy is being redefined. So for us, our first intimate experience was literally a physical touch, maybe at a junior high school dance where you have your first kiss or you hold a hand in a movie theater. Now, young people are having their first intimate experiences digitally. So it might be a sexy Snapchat or a Skype or in all different ways. So what we're doing is basically accommodating the new world of digital intimacy. What also we believe, though, is we don't believe that it will ever replace kind of personal or intimate contact. Ultimately, all of us as humans want that. But that this idea of having a way to be in contact intimately digitally is still, something that people desire.
What are y'all's thoughts on VR? This seems like a very natural, especially since you said you've been getting feedback from people about wanting to have a visual element to it. VR seems like the ultimate visual element potentially. Is that something that y'all thought about, or just generally, how do you feel about the integration of VR with sex toys?
Yeah, I mean, I don't doubt that will be coming down the road for sure. People want an enhanced experience. Think about gaming, where gaming's come, right? Come from the what is it? Asteroids Day. I'm dating myself now, big time.
I don't know. We all experienced arcade games, right? Y'all experienced arcade games. See, they're in the same boat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now how realistic they are, right? And then there's devices that have haptic feedback and chairs and all of those different things to make those experiences in those games feel more real.
Right. Michael, you got any more questions?
So, I mean, the last question that I would say, this is kind of like wide open here, but kind of what is the future of OhMiBod? Like, where do y'all want to take the company next? Is there anything, like, I mean, you've done so well. You've really reached the pinnacle of your industry with the Best of CES award last year. Let's be honest. So I mean, what is next for you guys? Like, is there anything kind of on the horizon, or that you really, because you've had to overcome a lot of hurdles to kind of become where you are. Have you felt like you've cleared all of those, or is there still work to do?
Oh, there's a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
I mean, winning the award last year, I was telling somebody it wasn't just about winning the award. It was about being recognized on the same level as all the other tech companies here. That was really important to us. When we first started coming here and press would write about us or talk about us, it was a little tongue-in-cheek. The visitors to our booth would be like, "Oh, what are you doing here? Are you at the wrong show?" And in the 7 years, there's been a giant leap forward as we see it. Press are writing about us in a very treating us like any gadget company here, respectfully.
Yeah.
I really, really appreciate you guys coming out. It's always great to hang out with you. And we have more champagne in the back.
Yes.
So let's get the party started.
Awesome.
And y'all enjoy CES 2017. We'll be back tomorrow morning at some ungodly hour, probably a tiny bit hungover from hanging out with these folks. Thanks.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.